Hey everyone, so we're going to do more practice with combined shapes today, and you can see that there's lots of different shapes on this page. They look a lot different than the ones we've been practicing with so far that were a little more simple. I have this pasted at the top of the screen. I think having a screenshot of that handy will really make it a lot easier for you to solve these problems. And I'm going to skip over number 7 because that's one I think you can do on your own. So you are expected to do that one. If you want to pause the video and try it now, you can. I'm going to start with number 8 though. All right, so maybe you've paused the video and done number 7, or maybe you're going to go back and do number 7. Either way, you have to do it. Here is number 8. Find the shaded area. Well, this is like a rectangular donut. And I have no idea how to find the area of a rectangular donut. What they're basically saying is that we want to find the area of the gray stuff, not including the white stuff. Think for a minute of how you might do that. What might be your strategy? All right, well, here's my strategy. I'm going to find the area of this big rectangle, including everything inside of it. So that includes the gray area and the white area. And I'm going to label that, instead of like shape 1 and 2, I'm going to label that big. Here's the area of my big rectangle. That's going to be 7 times 19. So get the calculator going. 7 times 19 is 133. So that means if that white cutout wasn't there, the whole thing would be 133. But the white cutout is there. So the next thing I'm going to do is find the area of the little white cutout, which I'm coloring in pink right now so you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to find the area of just that. I'm going to outline it so you can see it. So that's the little, and you could use different words. That's just what comes to my head. That's worth 4 times 15, and that's 60. Now in past problems, we would add these up, and then we would have the combined area. Can you think about what would make this one different? So this one's different because the shapes are overlapping. I want to find the area of the gray space that's between the blue and the pink. And to do that, I need to subtract. I need to do 133 minus 60. That comes out to 73 inches squared. So I took the area of the big blue rectangle minus the area of the little pink rectangle, and what was left over was that gray donut. So that's how you can do a problem like that with a missing space in it. Let's look at number 9. Kind of similar. So we have the big gray donut-y shape, and I'm going to put that in blue again because that's like our big shape again. And then instead of 1 pink rectangle cutout, we have 4 pink circle cutouts. And there's a clue. It tells us what the area of each of those circles are. So let's see. Pause the video, see if you could figure this one out. Come back when you're ready to go over it. All right, maybe you're ready to go over it, or maybe you just got stuck. But either way, let's start by finding the area of the big guy. That's my 10 by 10. That's worth 100. So that's the area of the blue square, pretending that there's no cutouts. Now let's find the area of the little guys. Well, I already know the area of each of those little guys. It's 12.56. That's the area of one circle. But I want 4 circles. So all I have to do is multiply it by 4. This will give me 4 circles. So the big blue guy is 100. And the total of all the pink guys put together is 50.24. Now I need to subtract. So 100 minus 50.24 is, I'm going to write it down here, 49.76 inches squared. That was a tricky one because we're not used to working with circles, and there was more than one of them. Let's go to number 10 next. Pause the video, give it a try, come back when you're ready to go over it. Okay, so here I have this diamond shape, and I want to find the area of a diamond shape. Well, I don't know how to do that. I don't know the area formula of this weird diamond-y shape. So I'm going to do the same strategy I've been doing before. I'm going to find the area of this big blue guy, and then I'm going to subtract out the area of these 4 little pink guys. So I'm going to have 1 rectangle minus 4 triangles. If that was a clue that helps you get started, you could pause the video again and retry that problem. If you feel like you got it, though, keep on watching. So I'm going to start with my big blue rectangle. And I can see that going across the bottom, it's 18. And going up and down, it's 8. Those little 4s just refer to the triangles. The big rectangle is 18 by 8. 18 times 8 is 144. Now, for the little guys, they didn't give me the area of one of those triangles this time, so I have to find it. I know that the area formula for a triangle is 1/2 times base times height, and you're required to write out that formula because that's a harder one. The base and the height of the triangles would be 4 and 4. They meet at a right angle at the corner of the rectangle. So 1/2 times 4 times 4. In my head, I could do 1/2 times 4, which is 2, times the other 4, which is 8. That gives me the area of 1 triangle. But there are 4 triangles. So the last thing I have to do is 8 times 4, which is 32. So the area of the big rectangle is 144 minus the area of all 4 triangles is 32. 144 minus 32 is 112 inches squared. Okay, so number 11 is similar to the one we just did. This one only has 2 triangles though. See if you could pause the video and give this one a try. All right, hopefully you've given this a try. Same strategy. I'm going to use the big blue rectangle minus my cutouts. This time I only have 2 of them. So I have 1 big rectangle and 2 little triangles to subtract. So for the big guy, that's going to be 32 times 16. That's 512. And for the little guy, just one of them, I have to start with just one. The area formula for a triangle is 1/2 times base times height. We're required to write that out. And for the triangles, the numbers will be 4 and 6. They meet at a right angle right there. 1/2 of 4 is 2. 2 times 6 is 12. That's 1 triangle, but I want 2 triangles. So 12 times 2 is 24. Lastly, I have to subtract 512 minus 24. That gives me 488 feet squared. So that's all I'm going to go over in the video, if this will ever close out. Okay. I left number 7 and 12 undone. Number 7 is like the old problems we've done, where you just split it up and add everything together. Number 12 is like what we did today, the new problems.